All right, today we're going to walk through kind of a cool little variation of something that the Packers ran this past week against the Falcons. So we'll look at two plays. One is going to be the setup, and the next is going to be the variation. They don't hit it necessarily, but it is something to keep an eye out going forward. This first one is going to be incomplete there. Reed's going to slip out of the jump. Got this trips formation. They're running this. What I usually tag is two-man stick. I got a vertical with kind of two quick out routes there. Pin your foot in the ground, throw that ball. This one sails wide. Looks like Reed slips. So the way they do this, staple of the quick game for the Packers, a lot of teams really, and you run these two little quick outs. And usually the way they're going to end up reading this, you want to run this guy off here, which means you're dealing with a couple defenders. You're reading this guy right here. If he breaks on the out route, you throw behind him. You get inside leverage or outside leverage on that guy there. So you throw there. If this guy sits in place or breaks towards that one, that means you've got to throw it to the outside. This is kind of an alert. That rarely gets thrown to that vertical route. But that's typically what the Packers do. It's typically how you read this stuff. And so you can see right here, we're going to see that dude's blitzing right here, which means Reed's uncovered. So he's being picked up by the safety. Love's looking out. Back foot hits. That guy's running there towards Toure. That means Reed is open. We're going to see Reed kind of slip on the ground. Something that was a problem for the Packers in this game. Kind of just never gets his head up. Slips out of the break. Ball's out. Reed needs to be about there out of the break. Ball falls incomplete. That was a nice throw, nice anticipation. Reed just slips and kind of throws everything out. Okay. A little bit later in the game. This is going to be it's going to be complete. It's a little in or out here. The real fun stuff is going to be on the left side. But just to set our bearings, we'll look over here. You got this kind of in route with a vertical route on that side. So there we go. He's going to hit him in rhythm. Nicely done. 2nd and 10, about an 8-yard gain or something. But like I said, real fun stuff is on the left side. Again, you get trips, this run out route, what appears to be two quick out routes. But oh, you were wrong. So you got this right here. And then we're going to have this little out, kind of this little whip route back inside, whip, pivot, whatever. And then here you got this kind of stick and nod that's going to roll up over here. So instead of these two quick outs, you're selling these, you got everything that looks like a two-man stick. You got the vertical route, you got these two out breaking routes, trying to sell it to these guys here, get them to jump, and then you whip this back inside, and then you that little stick nod right over the top of there. Beautiful, beautiful little route combo. So look, we got this right here. Like he's jumping this right here. He's gonna be running this off. So you're running that dude off there. Got that guy kind of jumping. He's slipping. Everyone was slipping. He's gonna whip that sucker back inside. Then where that looks like an out, you can see him kind of playing that. He's gonna bend that right over the top of that defender right there. Beautifully done. Looks like a really nice route combo. He breaks that up. Little confusion. The slip. He's trying to run that back inside. He's now trailing. Ball's already out here, so he's turning. So I think this looks a little more open than it is because you can already see he's kind of turning back away. But if you just watch Reed on this out of the break, I'm going to watch him as a 3-man and trips. Ends that up. That looks beautiful. So this is just something to look out for going forward, I think. This is, again, quick game staple. Packers ran a ton of quick game against the Falcons this past week. So it's something I think they're trying to work in. Maybe a little slowly. Rodgers is very good at that. Love, I think Love needs a little bit of work to kind of get there, but he showed some really nice stuff against the Falcons. So it's kind of two-man stick, which they ran quite a bit against the Falcons. There's a nice little change up to that, nice little variation. You can hit something big. So something to keep an eye out going forward. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll talk to you later this week.